What is going on, guys? Spiteful is back again, coming at you with a top 5 Mind PvP characters. Now keep in mind, this is my opinion. I did get some input from some people because I actually had quite a hard time putting this list together because let's just say that it's a very divisive list, and I did change some things around from when I originally planned to make this video and my original list. Now keep in mind that this is my top 5 Mind PvP characters as of November 14, 2017. Keep in mind that we will be getting new characters shortly, and we'll see exactly how that changes up the meta. As of right now, I don't see anyone really making big waves in PvP in terms of anyone that could actually change this list, but you never know. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on to it. Alright, first on the list, and sorry for the blockage, but I get demonetized on everything I do nowadays, so I figure I'm gonna play it safe. Sorry. Anyways, all right, my bad. I laugh at my own jokes. Excuse me, I'm weird. All right. Anyways, so honorable mention will be going to Swimsuit Raruka. She is a very high-powered normal attack damage character. Not only that, but she is ranged, has bombardment, and weakened defense on her special. So she's going to be dealing damage regardless whether you put chappies on her or not. She does have Captain Killer, which makes her even stronger. Honestly, she is a very high-powered unit, and she originally was my number 5 on the list, and that changed after some input from others, ranging from captains to head captains. So I'm not going to pretend that I know everything in PvP. I don't believe that at all, but I do feel like I have a good grasp when it comes to PvP. Anyways, let's get into number 5 on the list. So 5th on the list, we have Mind Retsu. Her notables are her very high stamina, 1034 stamina, attack 651, 350 defense, and 654 spiritual pressure. Keep in mind her spiritual pressure is relatively, honestly, she has Berserker and Bruiser of 30%, which means that her attack and spiritual pressure aren't really going to be doing much, but that's not really where she stands out. Personally, I would run her with chappies. If you have a gold chappie, even better, and then build her very tanky with DR. So honestly, if you have like Blue Kenny, Tag Team Koga, Noitora, Ryuken, you can put them all together and then have like a very tanky team. That's honestly where I would put her. Just a team that's built to survive. Like, she can be very annoying, especially with her strong type recharge time. Her heal goes off every 26 seconds or so. Now, my only issue with her, and the reason that she's 5th and not higher up on the list, honestly, is because of her restricted team building. She needs to be put in a very tanky team. If you put her in a strong type damage team, she's not going to be dealing a lot of damage, and since she's pretty much made to be tanky, she'll only heal when she actually needs to heal, which means that most likely your strong type damage characters on the opposite sides are probably going to be KO'd before she even pops off her heal. And that's honestly the only reason that she's in 5th place. All right, 4th on the list, and after much debate, to be honest, we have Shinji, the remastered one. Yeah, because you know, we have to remaster everything, you know what I mean? 1080p, and Shinji's now in 4K. So stamina 1034, which is just as high as Retsu, which is awesome. Attack 619, relatively low. Spiritual pressure 696, which is his standout stat. Honestly, his spiritual pressure is actually incredibly high. A lot of people knock him because he doesn't have like 720 spiritual pressure like these new very high powered units, but he does have strong attack damage. 25% is the soul trait. Like, he doesn't have strong attack recharge holding him back in terms of PvP. He has relatively good activation times, a full screen strong attack that actually disrupts people. Honestly, to me, he's kind of like a Mind Gin. My only issue with him is that he does have Hollow Killer instead of Soul Reaper Killer like Gin has, so Gin is very much more PvP centered due to the fact that most of your enemies are Soul Reapers. He does have an added bonus of being a captain and a hollow, but that could be a double-edged sword considering that most of your competition is now either Manga Toshiro or Fullbring Ichigo or even Shunsui's, which could cause him some trouble in the long runs. He does have relatively high stamina, so he should hopefully survive like a Fullbring Ichigo's 3rd or a Toshiro's 3rd, but he does have overall good stats, and he also has a very good NAD range, should he not be able to finish off his opponents after he does all of his strong attacks. 3rd on the list, the cancer is back, right? Anyways, Barragan, the king himself. All right, his notables is his very high spiritual pressure, relatively good stamina, decent attack considering his spiritual pressure. Level 200, stamina 1011, beats the 1000 stamina threshold, which I like. Attack 627, relatively low, but honestly, considering his spiritual pressure at 729, his spiritual pressure is actually incredibly high, currently the highest for Mind, tied with Segunda Top Ulquiorra. Keep in mind that Segunda Top Ulquiorra is trash in PvP. Even though Barragan is a strong attack recharge time character, he does have Soul Reaper Killer, which makes him incredibly good for most of the meta in the PvP. His notables are his multi-lane strong attack 3, it does hit 2 lanes, and if he's in the middle, it does hit all 3 lanes. His activation times are relatively good. He does have weakening on all of his attacks, which is excellent. He does have Debilitator plus 5 seconds. So with Frenzy and his Debilitator, he has a very high possibility to weaken your opponent, causing them to deal only 1 damage to you. Now keep in mind that with his normal attacks and his strong attacks, his weakening will last 7 seconds, and with his ultimate, he has a staggering 10 seconds of weakness if they're not already dead. You can build him with Chappies, you can build him with high spiritual pressure. Honestly, this character is just very good overall in PvP, and I think that he's actually very underrated, honestly. Alright guys, prepare yourself for the trigger warning, alright? Now, after much debate, and I've asked approximately 4 captains, 2 head captains, 3 lieutenants, and 4 third seats, but in the number 2 spot, I actually put Sajin. Now, if you know who I'm talking about for number 1, yeah, I think you know who I'm talking about for number 1 and why. But let's get into Sajin, alright? Stamina 1030. Incredibly high stamina for Mind. Attack is 762, currently the highest in the game. Defense 350, decent defense. Quite low considering that his primary opponent, he has 2 incredibly high powered rivals, and right now it's Ryuken and Gin. Now those 2 are his complete counter, and he will not do very well against those. His spiritual pressure is very low at 616. Honestly, you're not going to be using him for spiritual pressure. Should you need to put Yugi Pupple combo on him, you can, but honestly, if you have Chappies, I highly recommend you put Chappies on him. Obviously, make sure that they're the right attribute, but this character can only really shine as a high powered normal attack damage user. He does have Poise, he does have Flurry, he's 762 attack, normal attack damage link. Honestly, I'd build him with DR, slap as much stamina as you can, and this kid will go to town. A really good thing about him is that if you put him in the leader position, his 3rd strong attack does disrupt. He counters any character that is heavily reliant on their 3rd strong attack. So Fullbring Ichigo's, Manga Toshiro's, Manga Shunsui's, Yoruichi's, he literally counters them because his 3rd attack, his 3rd strong attack does disrupt, and he does it very often. As a leader, he is incredibly good. On the side, he's incredibly good. He's just a very good all-around PvP character. His issue does fall short where it comes to survivability, just simply because he is a Soul Reaper captain and he's a mind unit, so he has no real strengths when it comes to defense, whereas like Blue Kenny, he's strong against power characters, or Fullbring Ichigo strong against speed characters. I always call them water characters for some reason, like that's for some reason blue always translates in my it always translates, for some reason blue always translates in my head as water, you know what I mean? But honestly, that's why Sajin is in the number 2 spot. I hope this, like I said, this is my opinion, guys. Sajin, I'm not saying Sajin's a bad character, like, it's just, as of right now, with the current meta, he's just not number 1 in my opinion. Alright, now on to number 1. If you guys have not guessed it already, come on, like really? How do you not know me by now? Grimmjow. Stamina 1036. Highest in the game for Mind for stamina. Come on guys, 20% DR. Like really, you can put 80 DR on this fool without link slot potions. No, shoot, you can put 20 DR with 1 link slot level 10. Sheesh. Anyways, stamina 1036, highest in the game for Mind. Attack 619, relatively low, but honestly he has very good NAD range. He's very quick with it too. Defense 354, above average. Spiritual pressure 692. Honestly, it might not be no 723 like Barragan, but this kid excels where it stands. Enhanced DR trait, good range NAD, high spiritual pressure, very versatile build. You can put Chappies on him because he has a really good NAD string. Not only that, but his stamina is incredibly high, so Chappies are still very good on him. You can put him with a Yuki Pupple combo build, make it high stamina, high attack, high spiritual pressure, whatever the hell you want, you know what I mean? Like his builds are just incredibly versatile. He one-shots Ichigo's, and he has a Ronkar killer, so he's going to be very good against all of your Spada counterparts. He has a very few hard counters. There's not many that I can really think of, except for maybe Halloween Yoruichi, and maybe Swimsuit Nell if people even run that for PvP. But honestly, Grimmjow is just one of those characters that to me, changed PvP entirely. Like he's just an overall good character. You can build him however you want. He's good even if you're like a scrub with no accessories. Like, you know what I mean? He's just an overall good character. Like I said, this is my opinion, guys. It's not about being right or wrong with me. I personally love opening a discussion. I like talking about points of views. I like just today I was speaking with somebody about the whole discounted currency and stuff, and whether or not it's like messing up the messing with the community and whatnot. And honestly, I mean, I could see their point of view, but to me, like, I have a different point of view. You guys know me. I try to keep it real with you guys, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is my way of supporting K-Lab, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna leave the video there. Y'all know these guys. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed. And I'm gonna have the top 5 heart character PvP, top 5 heart PvP characters out tomorrow. I want to see what goes on with this new Ichigo. I don't know exactly what he's gonna do. He might change the meta up. I hope he does. I really do. He won't be included in the top 5 because I literally can't PvP test him yet, and I don't want to just put him in there just because clickbait title, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I hope y'all enjoyed this series or are enjoying this series, you know what I mean? But I'll see y'all on the next one. As usual, if you guys are interested in discounted currency like Bleach Brave Souls Orbs, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Naruto Blazing, One Piece Treasure Cruise, feel free to check out the Discord. The discounts are about 60 to 70% off retail price, so feel free to check that out. Also, if you're free to play, feel free to check out the Discord anyways. I mean, it's just building a community, you know what I mean? We have plenty of people that are free to play. It is what it is. Whether you're free to play or pay to play, we're all in this together, you know what I mean? But I guess I will leave the video there. Y'all know these guys. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed, y'all. Thank you for watching, and if y'all are interested in more videos, y'all can see them on the left. Feel free to subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.